morning, students. So this is our second paper class, right? So last class also we did 15 questions. So I hope today also we can do at least 15 questions, right? So then we will start our session. Here, this is the first one. Simplify 4x minus 1 over 2x. Simplify 4 over x minus 1 over 2x. You can answer for this question within 15 seconds. 4x minus 1 over 2x. Right. Here, this is an algebraic fraction. Here, in these two fractions, the denominators are different. Right? So when you are adding or subtracting, we have to find the LCM for these two denominators. Then LCM of x and 2x is 2x. Here in 2x, there are 2 times x. Then we have to multiply this 4 by 2, then 8. Minus, in 2x, there is 1 2x. Then 1 times 1 is equal to 1. Then 8 minus 1 is equal to 7 over 2x. Then the answer is 7 over 2x. Right? Here the denominators are different. So we should find the LCM for x and 2x. Then the LCM is 2x. In 2x, there are 2 times x. Then 2 times 4 is equal to 8. Here in 2x, there is 1. Then 1 times 1 is equal to 1. Then 8 minus 1 is equal to 7 over 2x. Then second question. Factorize 2x squared plus x minus 6. 2x squared plus x minus 6. This is the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. So you have to factorize this one. Here coefficient of x squared is equal to 2. Then 2x squared plus x minus 6. The coefficient of x squared is equal to 2. Then we have to multiply that negative 6 by 2. Then negative 12. So we have to write that negative 12 as a product of two numbers. After that, you have to select that two numbers because the sum of that two numbers should be plus 1, right? Here the coefficient of x squared is equal to 2. Then we have to multiply this negative 6 by 2, then negative 12. Here 1 times 12 is equal to 12. 2 times 6 is equal to 12 and 3 times 4 is equal to 12. Here the product of two numbers is 12. If the product of two numbers is negative 12, then these two numbers should have different sign. And also the sum of these two numbers should be plus 1. So we have to put the plus sign for the bigger one. That smaller one for negative, right? Here, minus 1 into plus 12, that is minus 12. But minus 1 plus 12 is equal to plus 11. Here, minus 2 times plus 6 is equal to minus 12. Then minus 2 plus 6 is equal to plus 4. Here, minus 3 times plus 4 is equal to minus 12. Minus 3 plus 4 is equal to plus 1. So we can write this 2x squared minus 3x plus 4x minus 6. Then here in the first two terms, we can take x as the common factor. So if we take out x from 2x squared, then 2x minus 3x divided by x is equal to 3. Here that 4x and minus 6. So we can take out 2. Then 4x divided by 2, 2x minus 6 divided by 2, 3. Here in these two, we can take out that 2x minus 3 as a common factor. Then x plus 2 will be remaining. Then 2x minus 3 into x plus 2. In another way, directly we can find the answer for this. First, we have to find these two numbers. Then we can write as 2x squared, 2x into 2x. Then we can write minus 3 plus 4. Here we can get only one is the common factor. Then we have to write 2x minus 3. Here we can get 2 as the common factor. Then 2x divided by 2x plus 4 divided by 2, 2. Then in this way also you can find the answer for this one, right? Then question number 3. Find the value of x based on the information given in the figure. So you have to find the value of x. No need to find each magnitude of each angles. The question is we have to find the value of x. There is a triangle. So here they have marked that interior angles are 80 degrees and 3x degrees and x degrees. So already you know that sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So by using that theorem, we can find the value of x because the sum of these two angles should be equal to 180. So then we can write x plus 3x plus 80 degrees is equal to 180. X plus 3x, 4x plus 80 degrees is equal to 180. Now we have to find the value of 4x. So we have to subtract 80 degrees both sides, then 100 degrees. Now we have to divide by 4 both sides, then x is equal to 25 degrees. Then the value of x is equal to 25. Then next one. Here in the figure, ABCD is a square. ABCD is a square. BC is a sector. Find the perimeter of the composite figure. So we have to find the perimeter of this composite figure. There are two types of figure, square and sector. Now we have to find the perimeter of this composite figure. Have you all finished? You are in grade 10 and 11, so I think within 10 to 15 seconds you can find the answer for this. Right? ABCD is a figure and square, then BCE is a sector. So we have to find the perimeter of this composite figure. We know that in the square, all the sides are equal. That is a property of a square. And sector, here that BC and BE are equal because those are radii of that circle, that sector part. Right? So here we can mark this AD, DC, AB and BC are equal. Here that BC and BE also equal because these two are radii. So if you want to find the perimeter of this composite figure, first we have to add this 7, 7, 7, 7. We can't get this one because that side is inside of that figure. So we have to get that border, right? So, and also we have to find the length of C, that arc. So here there are 4 7s, then we have to multiply 7 by 4 plus, then we have to add the length of C, that means then arc length, right? So we know that circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. If the radius of a circle is r, then the circumference of that circle is 2 pi r. Here this is 1/4 of it because here the angle is 90 degrees. So we can multiply that 2 pi r by 1/4. Then we can get the length of this CE. Right? Here we are going to find the perimeter. Here there are 4 sevens. Then 7 times 4 plus. Then 1/4 of 2 pi r. Now this is 28 plus 1/4 into 2 into 22 by 7. Radius is here 7 centimeter. Now this is 28 plus, here we can divide by 7. Here we can divide by 2, then 22 divided by 2, then that is 11. Then 11 times 1, 11. Then the answer is 39 centimeter. So the perimeter of this composite figure is 39 centimeter. Next one. Here in the figure, ABC is a straight line. Find the magnitude of angle DAB. We have to find the magnitude of angle DAB based on the given information. Here that ADC, ABD, BCD are triangles. Right? In the triangle ABD, that AD and BD are equal. In the triangle BCD, BD and BC are equal. And also they have given that angle of BCD is equal to 30 degrees. So by using this data, we have to find the magnitude of angle DAB. Right? We know in an isosceles triangle, two sides are equal. Opposite angles of equal sides are equal. Opposite angles of equal sides are equal. So by using that, you can find the answer. Finished? Right. Here, in the triangle BCD, here that BD and BC are equal. In the triangle BCD, BC and BD are equal. Right? So opposite angles of equal sides are equal. So we can mark this angle as 30 degrees. Here we have these two sides are equal, then opposite angles are equal. And also we know that exterior angle is equal to sum of interior opposite angle, right? So here this angle ABD is an exterior angle for the triangle BCD. Here this angle ABD is an exterior angle for this triangle BCD. So this exterior angle will be sum of these two angles. Then 30 plus 30 is 60 degrees. Right? So here 30 plus 30 should be equal to 60 degrees. Now this is also an isosceles triangle because here they are given that AD and BD are equal. So opposite angles of equal sides are equal. This is 60. So this is also 60. Then we can write that angle DAB also 60 degrees. Right? So when you are answering, you can mark on that figure. So it will be easy for you. Right? So the magnitude of that angle DAB is equal to 60 degrees. Then next one. Solve x squared minus 36 equals 0. Here you have to solve this equation. This is a quadratic equation. So because that's x is in second power, so you have to find two answers for that x, right? Solve x squared minus 36 equals 0. already we have learned how to solve this quadratic equation for 10 and 11 students. So this is the first method to solve the quadratic equation. By factorizing, we can solve this quadratic equation. If you can't factorize, then you can find in two ways, completing the perfect square method and using the formula method. So here we can factorize this equation. So x squared minus 36, then we can write as x squared minus 6 squared equals 0. Here this is in the format of difference of two squares. So that factors of a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b into b, a minus b. Already you know that. Right? Here this is in the format of difference of two squares. Then we can add and subtract. Then x plus 6 into x minus 6 is equal to 0. Right? Here the product of two expressions is equal to 0. Then the one of this expression should be equal to 0. Because when we are multiplying a number or an expression by a 0, then only we can get the answer as 0. So we can write this x plus 6 equals 0 or x minus 6 equal to 0. Here x is equal to, if we move this plus 6 to other side or right side of this equal sign, then we can write as negative 6. Here x minus 6 is equal to 0, then x is equal to 6. Then the answer for the x, negative 6 and 6. So this is one way. In another way, we can write here x squared is equal to 36, no? Because here I move this minus 36 to other side of equal sign. Otherwise, we can think in another way. We can add 36 both sides. Then we can get x squared is equal to 36. Now we can take a square root of this x squared and 36. So square root of x squared is equal to x. Square root of 36 is equal to plus or minus 6. Then in this way also we can find. Here also we found two answers, plus 6 and minus 6. So in these two ways, you can solve this equation. Then it takes 8 minutes to completely fill a tank of capacity 480 liters with water using a pipe through which water flows at the uniform rate. Find the rate at which water flows through the pipe. Now you have to find the rate. So I did the second way in exams. Will they reduce marks for this method? No. That method also okay. Right. It takes 8 minutes to completely fill a tank of capacity 480 liters with water using pipe through which flows at a uniform rate. Find the rate at which water flows through the pipe. So here in 8 minutes it completely filled the tank with a capacity of 480 liters. So 8 minutes. In 8 minutes, the tank is completely filled. The capacity is 480 liters. Now we have to find the rate. So we have to find in 1 minute, right? Then 1 minute. Here this is 8 minutes. It's completely filled, the capacity of 480 liter tank. So we have to find for 1 minute. So you can divide this 480 by 8. Then that is 60. So 60 liter per minute. Right? 60 liter per minute. Not minutes, minute. Right? So that means in 1 minute, it follows 60 liter water. Right? So here, this tank, the capacity of 480 liter tank is completely filled with water in the duration of 8 minutes. So here we have to find the rate. So you can find in 1 minute, 60 liter can be followed. So in 1 minute, 60 liter can fill, right? Then next one. Fill in the blanks using suitable words. Here, for this question, you can find for minute or second, whatever it is you can find, because you are finding the rate. Here I found for 1 minute, it follows 60 liter. If you want, you can find for 1 second, right? Or 1 hour, whatever it is, no problem. So we have to find the rate, no, so we have to find for 1 second or 1 minute or 1 hour, whatever it is we can use. So here I use, because they have given in minutes now, so I found the answer for minute, right? So 8 minutes, it fills 480 liters. So in 1 minute, 60 liters. If you wish, you can convert it to second also. Right. Fill in the blanks using suitable words. The opposite dash of a parallelogram are equal. The dash of a parallelogram is bisected by each of its diagonal. The opposite dash of a parallelogram are equal. The dash of a parallelogram is bisected by each of its diagonals. So first you should know the properties of parallelogram. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, and diagonals bisect each other, and diagonals bisect the area. And also we know that from the definition we can say that opposite sides also parallel. Right here, the opposite dash of a parallelogram are equal. So, in a parallelogram, opposite sides can be equal and opposite angle can be equal. So, here we can write sides or angles, whatever it is, we can write here, because opposite sides and opposite angles are equal, no? So, the opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal, or we can write opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. No need to write two, one. Sides and angle, you can write only one, right? The dash of a parallelogram is bisected by each of its diagonal. We know that the diagonals bisect the area, right? So the area of a parallelogram is bisected by each of its diagonal, right? The area of a parallelogram is bisected by each of its diagonals. So each one, you will get 1 marks for each answers. Here, sides or angles, here the area. The diameter of a circle shown in the figure is PQ. Here, PQ is the diameter. Find the value of x based on the given information. We have to find the value of x. The last day also I explained what is cyclic quadrilateral. Here in this quadrilateral, all the four vertices are on a circumference. So we can say this PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral. And also there is a conclusion or theorem. We can say that conclusion or theorem. Here that PQ is a diameter. The grade 11 students already learned that one. The angle of semicircle, right? So by using these two theorems, we can find the value of x. So first one, you know that last day I explained. If it is cyclic quadrilateral, then opposite angles are supplementary. And also the exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angles. So these two theorems are in cyclic quadrilateral. And then they have given that PQ is a diameter. Here, I will explain the new theorem for grade 10 students, because that theorem in grade 10, right? Here I will take a circle. Right? Here I mark these 2 points, A, B. Then we know that AB is an arc. There are two types of arc in this circle. This is minor arc, this is major arc. Right? So what is the theorem? The angle subtended by an arc at the center of a circle, right? An angle subtended by an arc at the center of a circle is double the angle subtended by an same arc at the remaining circumference of the circle. Here, if it is x, this will be 2x. Here, the same arc AB, this arc subtended an angle at the center of a circle is double the arc subtended by the angle subtended by an same arc at the remaining circumference of a circle. So if it is x, this will be 2x. Here I will explain it again. Here, this is an arc. The angle subtended by an arc at the center of a circle is double the angle subtended by the same arc at the remaining circumference of the circle. So if it is A, then we can mark this one as 2A. Here, by using that theorem, we can get a conclusion that the angle of semicircle. What is angle of semicircle? Here, this is a circle. Here, I mark a diameter. Here, this is the diameter. Here, so this is also that arc, no? Here, if I mark this one as AB, here this AB also arc. Now we can apply this theorem in this circle. The angle subtended by an arc at the center of a circle is double the angle subtended by the same arc at the circumference of the circle. So if it is 180, then we can mark this as 90 degrees. So we should know the angle subtended by an arc at the center of a circle is double the angle subtended by the same arc at the remaining circumference of a circle. Right? Here this is 180 degrees. Then this should be half of it. Then this should be 90. So that is why we are saying angle of semicircle. Why we are saying that angle of semicircle? Because this AB is a diameter. So diameter, that is also arc. Here this is an arc. Right? If it is diameter, so this angle will be always 90 degrees. Here, it can form here like this. Here, the diameter AB form an angle on the circumference. All the angles are right angles. So that is why we are saying angle of semicircle. Right? So now by using these theorems, we can find the answer for x. Already we have learned the opposite angles are supplementary in a cyclic quadrilateral, and also exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angle. And now we learn the angle of semicircle is 90 degrees. So here this PQ is a diameter. So this angle will be 90 degrees. Now we have to find the value of x. This PQR is a triangle. So if you know the value of this angle PQR, then we can find the value of x, because here the sum of these three angles will be equal to 180, because those are interior angles. Here these angle PSR and angle PQR are opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral. So here these opposite angles are supplementary. That means the sum of these two angles will be 180. So if this angle is 110, then we can mark this angle as 70 degrees. Right? because these opposite angles are supplementary. Now we know the two interior angles of a triangle, then we can find the third one. Here x plus 70 degrees plus 90 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Then x plus 160 degrees is equal to 180. Then x is equal to 20 degrees. Then the value of x is equal to 20. The magnitude of an angle RPQ is equal to 20 degrees. So you have to keep in your mind the opposite angles are supplementary in a cyclic quadrilateral, and exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angle. And also we should know the arc subtended by an arc at the center of a circle is double the angle subtended by the same arc at the remaining circumference of a circle, and that angle of semicircle is equal to 90 degrees. Then the next one, find the income tax that a person who earns an annual income of 800,000 rupees has to pay according to this table. Now his annual income is 800,000. Here they have given some data. Annual income and tax percentage. Initial rupees 500,000 tax free. That means we don't need to pay for tax that 500,000. If your annual income is 500,000, no need to pay tax. If your annual income is 600,000, then no need to pay the initial 500,000, but you have to pay the tax for balance 100,000. If your income is 600,000, the initial 500 rupees, you no need to pay the tax. But there are some balance amount, 100,000. So you have to pay the tax for 100,000. Here they will charge 4%. If your annual income is 12,000, sorry, 1,200,000, that means 1,200,000. You don't need to pay the first initial 500,000. Then next 500,000 you have to pay 4%. The balance 200,000 you have to pay 8%. This is the way to pay the income tax. Here his annual income is 800,000. So for initial 500,000 we no need to pay tax. So that is tax free. So initial 500,000 we no need to pay the tax. Then the total income is 800,000, no? So then the balance is 300,000 because the total income is 800,000. The balance is 500,000. Sorry, initial amount is 500,000. Then the balance is 300,000. So we have to pay the tax only for this 300,000. No need to pay 800,000 because the initial 500,000 tax free. So balance 300,000 is there. So we have to pay the tax for 300,000. Here they have given the percentage 4%. So we have to pay the tax 100 rupees for 4 rupees. Then 300,000. The 4% means we have to pay 4 rupees for 100 rupees, right? Here they have given the 300,000. So you have to find the tax. Here we can divide by 100. Then 3,000 times 4. Then 4 times 3,000 is equal to 12,000. So then the tax is equal to 12,000. So here this is the income tax. So here they have given that initial 500,000, we no need to pay the tax. So the balance 300,000 is there. So we have to pay the tax for 300,000. For 100 rupees, we have to pay tax 4 rupees. So for 300,000, we have to pay 12,000. The next one. A composite figure consisting of a semicircle of radius 7 centimeter and a triangle is shown here. Find the area of the entire figure. Here there is a composite figure. The upper part is semicircular part and here the lower part is triangle. So here we have to find the area. So first we have to find the area of semicircle and we have to find the area of a triangle. So then after that we can add those two areas. After adding the two areas, we can get the total area of this figure. Right? This is the composite figure. There are two figures, semicircle and triangle. You know how to find the area of semicircle, because if the radius is r, then the area of a circle is pi r square. Then the area of semicircle is half pi r square. And we know that how to find the area of triangle. Here the total area half pi r square, half into pi 22 by 7, and the radius is 7 into 7 because half pi r square, right? Here half into pi into r square. So that is why here I have written in 2 times, 7 into 7 plus. Now we have to find the area of this triangle. Half into here, the base is 7 plus 7, 14, and the height is 7. A half into base into this height, perpendicular height. Here we can divide by 7. Here we can divide this 22 by 2, then 11. Then 11 times 7 is equal to 77. Here we can divide by 2, then 7. 7 times 7 is equal to 49. Then if we add this 77 and 49, then we can get 126 centimeters square. So area of this composite figure is 126 centimeter square. Then next one. Find the value of x based on the information given in the figure. So for this question also we have to use a theorem. The last class I explained about midpoint theorem. Right? You know that when we are joining the two midpoints of two sides, that line will be parallel to third side. And also the length of the line should be equal to half of third side. This is the midpoint theorem. Last day we have learned that. So here they have given two midpoints of that triangle because that they have marked two equal sides, right? So if you use that theorem, we can find the answer for x. Here there are two theorems you have to use. First one is midpoint theorem and the second one is exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angle in a triangle. So by using these two theorems, you can find the answer for x. Right, here, find the value of x based on the information given in the figure. Here they have given these two are midpoints because here these two sides and these two also equal. Right? Then we can mark these 2 points are midpoints. Now we are joining these two midpoints. Then this line will be parallel to third side, isn't it? So here we can mark these two are parallel. If these two lines are parallel, then we can mark this angle as 100 degrees because these two are corresponding angle. Here, these 2 points are midpoints of these two sides. Here I join these 2 points. Then this line will be parallel to third side of the triangle. So we can mark these two angles are equal because those two are corresponding angle. Here, see this triangle. This 100 degrees is an exterior angle of this triangle. So this exterior angle should be equal to sum of interior opposite angles. Then we can write x plus 20 degrees is equal to 100 degrees. Right? X plus 20 degrees is equal to 100 degrees. Then x is equal to 80 degrees. Right? So here these two lines are parallel. Then these two angles are corresponding angle. This exterior angle will be equal to sum of these two interior opposite angle. Then x plus 20 equals 100. Then x is equal to 80 degrees. The next one. Based on the information given in the Venn diagram, write the set A dash union B dash in terms of its elements. You don't need to shade because the last class we shared a region, right? But here they are asking you have to write the elements of this set A dash union B dash. Here they have given in set A, the elements are 1, 2, 4. In set B, the 1, 2, and 3s are there. Then outside of that two sets, that means A union B whole thing dash is 5. So by using these elements, we have to write the elements of the set A dash union B dash. First, you have to think what is the region for A dash. Right? A dash means we can't get the elements in the A. So we have to get the outside of that circle A. Like that, we have to find the elements in set A B dash. So we can't get the elements inside the B. So we can't get 1, 2, 3 also. But then after that, we have to get the union of the two sets, A dash and B dash. Then we can find the answer for this one. Right here, here they are not asking A union B. They are asking A dash union B dash. If you can't understand directly, then I will explain a method. Here, A, you know that what are the elements that set has A? 1, 2, 4. Then if it is A dash, then we can write 1, 2. We can't write 1, 2, 4 because those are in the set A, no? Then we have to write 3 and 5. Here A dash is equal to 3 and 5. Then B dash. So we can't get the elements inside of B. Then other elements are 4 and 5. Now that here we have to take the union. Then we have to get all the elements of A dash union B dash. Here in the set A dash 3 and 5s are there. The set B dash 4 and 5s are there. So we have to get all the elements of A dash and B dash. Then we have to take 3, 4 and 5. So we have to write 3, 4 and 5. Right? A dash union B dash. Here the elements of A dash is 3 and 5. B dash is 4 and 5. So A dash union B dash is 3, 4 and 5. So here if they tell that they have to mark the region, then we have to mark 3, 4, 5 means except it's 1 and 2. That means except that intersection, we have to mark all the elements. And also there is a law. Here A dash union B dash. Here you can think in another way because there is a law. A dash here someone is asking, sir, 3 and 4 are elements of A and B, no? Right, yeah. Because here, first we are taking the elements of A dash, that is 3 and 5. Here we didn't take the elements of A. Then B dash. Here when we are taking the elements of B dash, we have to write 4 and 5. Because we can't take the elements of B only. So we can take 4 and 5. If it is intersection, that means A dash intersection B, we can't take that 3 and 4. Only we can take 5 because that 5 is the common element for A dash and B dash. But here the question is A dash union B dash. So you have to get all the elements of those two sets, A dash and B dash. Then we have to write 3, 4 and 5, right? Here, A dash union B dash, there is a law. Here these two sets have the complement. So here we can write this set as A intersection B whole thing dash. These two sets are equal. This is the law. A dash union B dash equals A intersection B all thing dash. Right? Here now you think that A intersection B, that is 1 and 2. Then A intersection B whole thing dash. Then we can't take the elements 1 and 2 only. So we have to write 3, 4 and 5. Right? Here, this is the law in set. A dash union B dash. If here that A and B are the complement and also this is union. So here we can write this complement common. But if it is union, here we have to write as intersection. If it is intersection, then we can write as A union B whole thing dash. If it is intersection, here we can write as union because we are putting the complement common. Here A dash union B dash. So we can write as A intersection B whole thing dash. So A intersection B is this 1 and 2. Whole thing dash means then we can't get the elements 1 and 2 only. So we can write 3, 4 and 5. So in this way also we can find the answer for this. Otherwise directly we can find it. A dash, that means 3 and 5. We can't take that 1, 2 and 4. B dash, we have to take 4 and 5. Then we have to put the union. Then we have to get all the elements of A dash and B dash. Then we have to take 3, 4 and 5. So in these 3 ways, you can write the answer for this. Right? If you can't find the answer directly, then you have to get the elements of each set. That means first you have to get A dash, then you have to get B dash, then you have to take all the elements for A dash and B dash, then you can get the answer 3, 4 and 5. Then next one, here someone is asking that, so can you show this one in a Venn diagram? Can you shade this one? Okay, here. This is A, this is B, right? Right. Now I have to shade the part, shade the region of A dash union B dash. Yeah, here we can take. Here only we have to shade that 3, 4, 5. So we can't shade that 1 and 2. The other areas, other regions we can shade. Only we can't shade that 1 and 2. So we have to shade other areas. So in this way we can show in Venn diagram. Right? Then next one. Find the gradient of the straight line that passes through the point 0, 8, 2, 4. Already you have learned in grade 9 and also last day also I explained this, how to find a gradient when they are given 2 points of a line, of a straight line. Right. Gradient is equal to difference of y coordinates over difference of x coordinates. Here gradient is difference of y coordinates. Here we can subtract 4 from 8. If you subtract 4 from 8, then you must subtract 2 from 0, right? Then you can't subtract 0 from 2. So here we have to subtract 2 from 0. Then 4 over minus 2, that is equal to minus 2. Then the gradient is minus 2. Here they are asking only the gradient of this straight line. So here they have given the 2 points. So if they have given the 2 points, then we can find the gradient. Because gradient is equal to difference of y coordinates over difference of x coordinate. Then next one. Simplify 3a over 10b divided by 9 over 5b. We have to divide that 3a over 10b by 9 over 5b. When you are dividing, first fraction by the second fraction, so first you have to write the first fraction, then you have to write the reciprocal of second fraction. Then you can multiply those two fractions. Here, 3a over 10b. First, I have written the first fraction. Then I am going to convert this division as multiplication. Then I have to write the reciprocal of the second fraction, then 5b over 9. Now we can divide the numerator and the denominator by the common factors. Here, we can cut these two b's. That means we are dividing by b. Here we can divide this 10 by 5, then 2. Here we can divide by 3, then 3. Then in the numerator a is there. Then 2 times 3, 6 in the denominator. Then the answer is a over 6. So when we are dividing, first we have to write the first fraction. Then we have to convert that division into multiplication. Then we have to write the second reciprocal of second fraction. Then we can multiply those two fractions. Then we will get the answer. Then in the given figure, ABC is a parallelogram. ABCE is a parallelogram. The 4 points A, B, C, and D lie on the circle. When they are given the question, when you are reading the question, you have to get an idea. Here they are saying A, B, C, E is a parallelogram. Then when you are reading that word parallelogram, you have to know the opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, diagonals bisect each other, diagonals bisect the area. Then all those properties, you should remember that. The points A, B, C, and D lie on the circle. Here they are saying those 4 points lie on the circle. Then we should know that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Find the magnitude of angle ECD. So here you have to find the magnitude of angle ECD based on the given information. So here you have to find the properties of parallelogram. So you have to use the properties of parallelogram, and also you have to use the theorems of cyclic quadrilateral. By using that two concepts, you can find the answer for this one. ABC is a parallelogram. Here they have marked that opposite side AB and EC are equal, and also AB parallel EC. Then ABCD, that all 4 points are lie on a circle. So that means that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. In the cyclic quadrilateral, we know that opposite side angles are supplementary, and also we know that exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angle. So by using that, we can find the magnitude of angle ECD. Right here. Here this is 100 degrees. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, right? Then we can mark this angle as 100 degrees because exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angle. So this should be 100 degrees. Angle DCB should be equal to 100 degrees because this is exterior angle. So exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angle. And we know that this is 80 degrees because sum of adjacent side angles on a straight line is 180. So now we can mark this angle as 80 degrees because this one has 80 degrees because opposite angles are equal in a parallelogram. Here first I mark this angle DCB equal 100 degrees because exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angle. And I found the magnitude of angle BAD because the sum of these two adjacent angles on a straight line is 180. So if it is 100, then we can find this angle as 80. And here we know that ABC is a parallelogram. If it is 80 degrees, then we can mark this angle as 80 because opposite angles are equal. Here first we use that exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angle. Then we use sum of adjacent angle on a straight line is 180. Then we use the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So now this is 80 degrees. Here this is 100 degrees. So now we have to find the magnitude of angle ECD. This is 100, this one is 80. Now we have to find the magnitude. So angle ECD is equal to 100 minus 80. So that will be equal to 20 degrees. So angle ECD is equal to 20 degrees. Right? Then next one. Here, find the volume of the triangular prism in the figure using the given information. Find the volume of the triangular prism in the figure using the given information. So you know how to find the volume of triangular prism. Here in your syllabus, there are 4 solids. Those have similar cross section. The first one is cube, and the second one is cuboid, and the third one is triangular prism, and the last one is cylinder. Right? Then how can there is a common formula to find the volume of all those solids? Cuboid, cube, triangular prism, and cylinder. So how can we find it? So you have to multiply the area of cross section or area of base by the height of that solids. So first you have to find the area of cross section. Then you can multiply the height. Then you can get the volume of that 4 similar cross section solids. Right? So that is why we are writing that what is the volume of cylinder, area of the circle is pi r squared and the height is h. The volume of cylinder is pi r squared h. Here they are given triangular prism. First you have to find the cross section of this triangular face. This is the cross section. So half into base 5 into and the height is 6. Now we found the cross section of this triangular face there. That means the cross section of this triangular prism. Now we have to multiply by the length or height. Now here we can divide by 2, then 3. 5 times 3, 15. 15 times 7 is equal to 105 centimeters squared. Right? So in this way we can find the volume. So you have to remember always when you are finding the volume of similar cross section solids, For an example, cube, cuboid, cylinder, triangular prism, the cross sections are similar. When you are finding the volume, you have to multiply the cross area of cross section by the height of that solid. Here, if you want to find the volume of cylinder, right? This is cylinder. If you want to find the volume of cylinder, here the radius is r and the height is h. Here, this is the cross section, that circular surface. That circular face is the cross section. So first we have to find the area of cross section, that is pi r square. Then we have to multiply by height. Then only we can get the volume pi r square h. Here same thing. The cross section is this triangular face. So first we should find the area of this triangular face. Then we have to multiply by the height. Then the answer is 105 centimeter squared. Good evening, students. So this is our third paper class.